News.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
Sleeping in on weekends can cut heart disease risk. Boy, I hate the alarm clock. Oh, that's the worst. It's the worst sound. That sound sucks. Or hearing my dog pee on the carpet while I'm asleep.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Okay, sometimes if they're
That's
sick
bad.
or the vomit at the dog's on, I will hop out of bed. Boop, I'm on 2 feet. I'm like a ninja. But yeah, alarm clock sucks. So, but they say using those 2 days off to catch up on sleep can actually cut your risk of heart disease. Sleep is something you can't really catch up on for like your brain, but for your heart, it does benefit it at times. You're not catching up, you're actually giving it a break. To me, I can't stop thinking. I think all the time. I think maybe 24 hours a day about how my heart never stops working. It never stops. It never, ever, ever stops. From the time we're born until the time it stops, it just works.
Your heart?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's the one like muscle. It has to always go. Think about that.
That's wild.
Your car, it stops.
Takes a break.
That's all I got. It's a car. But the heart, man, it never stops.
Yeah.
So there you go. Do your kids keep coming down with colds? Health expert, I think about Lunchbox.
Yeah, they do.
Always.
Because every time his kid gets a cold, everybody here gets sick.
Hey, when you have 3 kids, man, germs go around. They are.
Eddie has 4, and Eddie's not bringing in every virus.
Nope.
I think when they're older, it's a little bit better.
His kids are older,
No, that's what I'm saying. When they're older,
but
they
he has
don't-
younger ones too.
Yeah, I got a 5-year-old.
Yeah, but I got a 5, 2.
But he had a
4.
2 as well. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Health experts say it's probably not something you should worry about if your kids always get colds. While adults tend to get only 2 colds a year, most kids come down with 6 to 8. The best thing you can do is keep them home from school. And if their dad is on a radio show or podcast, keep them away.
It says that?
Yeah, right here in the story.
Oh, well,
That second part it didn't, but that's from Pediatrics, a research journal. They say don't freak out if your kid gets a bunch of colds.
good. So I'm good.
You are not, they are. Next up, when you shop, minimal is better as far as doing research. A recent study shows that you'll pick the best product or service when you look at just a few options. So do look at a few, but if you're looking at 31, you'll drown yourself with research and then not make a decision at all.
Oh, yeah, it gets overwhelming.
Or by the time it's time to make a decision, some of the factors of the products have changed. So they say, look at a few and make your decision. That's from Woman's World, one of my favorites. One of my favorites to read. Workplace romances. Does it happen a lot nowadays? The answer is yes. A survey of 1,000 U.S. workers showed about 800 of them admitting to having experienced some form of physical relationship with a coworker, manager, or subordinate. The subordinate's the part that gets you in trouble because there's a power dynamic that you can get in trouble at work. But it does make sense. It doesn't have to be work. It can be wherever you are. Wherever there are groups of people that spend a lot of time together, obviously relationships are going to be forged, friendships and romantic. But the subordinate part, you lose your job on that one. Yeah. That's from Workplace Romance Report by Zeddy. One of my favorite.
One of your favorites.
One of the best.
Here's one. Hawk to a Girl, Haliey Welch is launching a podcast called, perfect name,
Come on.
Talk to a.
Oh,
Yes,
love
that's
it.
great.
That's
Talk to
cute.
a. So I heard about this yesterday. It's Jake Paul's media company, which is the perfect place for her. I'm excited for her because all these things lined up correctly. And so I saw the video. She goes, I'm just getting started. Hawk Tua, she was on our show. She's great. Haliey Welch, she is going to host Talk Tua and weekly episodes. And she's also going to do digital work for Jake Paul's. And good for her.
Yeah.
That's from Hollywood Reporter. I know because I've talked to them about it. Lunchbox does not like that. I think he's jealous more than anything, but he's like,
Really?
"This is so
but is she
stupid."
even funny? I mean, is she even
Yeah.
good enough to have a... Really?
But it doesn't.
It's kinda funny.
But it doesn't matter. She is kind of funny, but she's just been doing it. But why would you be upset she has this?
It's like she did nothing.
Okay, I would like to tell you a story. Many years ago, there was a delivery driver.
Okay.
A delivery driver from Jason's Deli.
That's interesting.
Who
Good.
delivered sandwiches all over San Antonio, Texas.
I did.
And one day, he had no history at all in doing any kind of media. And one day, he stumbles across a man. Let's call this man Robert Rones. And Robert Rones says, "Oh, delivery driver with no history of doing anything in media. You're mildly humorous, but I see lots of potential." And he hires this guy coming from no background whatsoever. And other people are mad. They're like, how come this guy gets to be on the radio? He hasn't done anything. He was a delivery driver at Jason's Deli. Oh, yes. And that person was Lunchbox.
Yeah, You just
Wow.
have to like rewind 20 years ago and look at what happened
Yeah,
for you.
I earned my stripes.
But
no,
she's
you
getting
didn't. No,
But
you
this is
didn't.
her
So
You're-
she's getting a podcast on one of the big with Jake Paul.
Because
I mean, that's
he knows
huge.
he can make money with her.
That's huge.
Yeah. And you were on
And when she was in here, here's what's crazy about this. When she was in here, she was like, "Oh, I don't like to say it anymore. I don't want to say it." But now
But
her
she's-
podcast is called
Hey,
Tua.
you better
She's not
believe
saying it.
Hey,
She's saying talk to
She's
her.
saying talk to her. And as the wise Ted DiBiase once said, everybody's got a price. So I'm proud for her. I like her. I was rooting for her. A man chugs 24 ounces of ranch dressing in 10 seconds to win a restaurant contest.
I don't know that I
That
could
is
do that.
wild.
Yeah,
I
did he
love
win a lot of
ranch.
money?
Yeah,
Like,
how
what did
much
he win?
money did he win?
That is, it doesn't matter.
It's gross.
It's thick.
Wow.
A Michigan restaurant hosted a contest to see who can chug the most ranch dressing. He did 24 ounces in 10 seconds. 24 ounces, is that a whole bottle?
Yeah, a
big one.
water bottle you're used to seeing is probably 16 ounces, so a little, yeah.
Well, he was.
It's 3 cups.
They really hooked him up. He got a $100 gift card and a free order of wings.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Every week. Free order
Oh,
wings.
okay.
Until spring, though. Only until spring. That's wild. All right, that's your news. Thank you.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
Dustin Lynch and Jelly Roll. This is Chevrolet. Bobby Bones Show. Song, you're like, man, I like it. It sounds very familiar. It is. They didn't steal it. They actually used and credited the writers of this song here, which is Drift Away, originally by Dobie Gray, but Uncle Cracker redid it like 10, 12 years ago. Give me the beat, boy, free my soul.
Yeah.
This is that song, Drift Away, Chevrolet. It also rhymed. You know that?
The Bobby Bones Show.
Jam. Drift Away, that song. Mentor Williams, written in 1970. Who knew? Recorded by British singer Mike Berry.
What?
A version by John Henry Kurtz was released in 1972. It was then given to Dobie Gray, who made it famous in 1973.
Wow.
The original famous version was Dobie Gray, which was then Uncle Kracker did that version, the cover with Dobie Gray. And there have been a lot of songs that have used it, but now you hear that melody in Chevrolet
Interesting.
by Jelly Roll and Dustin Lynch.
Wow. The evolution of that song.
That's
cool.
such a jam, though. It's
So
a
good.
jam. That's a jam. All right, back in a minute. Ray, where does this Sam Hunt song rank on your all-time Sam Hunts? Because he's your favorite artist of all time.
It's definitely top 10.
Where does it rank? We're going to play 23.
Top 5.
Raymundo's favorite
five?
all-time artist of all time is Sam Hunt. Now, you're saying top 5 songs ever or top 5 Sam Hunt songs?
Well, remember we did that list, and of the top 10, I believe about 8 of them were Sam Hunt.
8 of your top 10 of all-time songs.
Yeah.
And so where does 23 fall in your all-time list of every artist, period?
Number 4.
What was number 1?
Number 1 might have been one of the newer ones, Water Under the Bridge.
Which
House
is always
Party.
weird when somebody picks a new song as their favorite of all time.
Okay.
House Party's a 2. So number 4 on Ray's all-time song list is this song from Sam Hunt, 23. Bobby Bones Show. If I were the judge on this case, this guy's a urologist in New York. I guess he was. He faces 143 lawsuits, maybe 143 more lawsuits. Listen to this. By the way, we do this bit later in the show because it's gentle with kids' ears, although it's not dirty. It's medical. Okay. Oh, put me on. Let me put a robe on me for this one. So nearly 150 more male patients are suing convicted sadistic former top city urologist Darius Paduch. And just to talk about what he would do, he would inject a serum into some of the victims' penises
No.
Oh!
No.
to force erections for long periods, perform enlargements that led to disfigurement, conduct cystoscopies with a tube in the, to put a tube in it without anesthesia. And he would force patients to get on all fours
What?
Why?
for exams,
No.
for humiliation.
That's where I draw the line.
That's where it,
That's
I'm not doing
But
you're
if
that.
all
you
good with
think-
you're all good with the rest.
I'm not doing that.
But if you think that's part of the exam, like you just do it. Maybe.
During some of the sessions, he walked around with a pen and would point to parts of the patient's body as if he were acting like a professor. And he was arrested April 23. He could face up to 60 years in prison. New York Post. You know how they have back in the town squares back in like the, I don't know, 1400s, where they would, we have one, where you put your head and your arms through it.
What is
Yeah,
it?
what do you call that?
Guillotine? What?
No, the
Pillory?
guillotine cut your head off.
Yeah, the pillory.
Pillory?
Pillory. I would do the pillory, but I would do it with only his wiener. And
Yeah.
I'd let everybody come by and just punch it.
Yeah.
What?
And like,
Put a
Oh.
serum in that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
that's what I
Any
was thinking.
serum you
Like a
want. Pick a
catheter.
serum. It'd be like one of those machines where you throw the ball and boom, and it dunks.
Oh,
yeah, dunk
but,
tank.
but you put them in like one of those, and every time you dunk it, boom, like a club hits it and serums it.
What a punk.
What?
Oh.
That is terrible.
What? So what did he get out of that? Like why?
What do you mean? What do you get? Of course,
Well,
it,
I know, but like what?
Yeah, it don't really make sense.
it does. And again, I'm going to use my own opinion here. A couple things he probably was getting. One, possibly sexual gratification, possibly. Two, he could have some like inner anger issues because something was wrong with his.
So he's
Or some
taking it out.
childhood, so many things because something in his wiring was either unwired when he was young or not wired correctly when he was born. But also it's somebody who was smart enough to get through school
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a scary
And
part.
be
that
one, and
many
be one of the
patients.
best and be
Yeah.
considered one of the best.
Because if 150 are part of the lawsuit, I mean, if you think of how many are not speaking out or don't just want to be a part of it,
Yeah, they're embarrassed.
or they just
Yeah,
don't want to deal
no.
with it.
Or they're embarrassed. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, man.
Yeah, because I don't want my boys knowing I let some dude put some serum in me.
Because like you don't go back.
Well, you kind of, so you're saying not even about if he messed you up, but you're saying if you went in for an enlargement, you don't even want people to know, period.
Right.
Even if he did a good job.
Exactly.
Yeah, I felt that one. Yeah, I felt that
Yeah.
one too.
Yeah, it's nobody's business.
Yeah, no.
That is all natural.
Yeah,
man.
no, we're just
Yeah.
chilling. You know what I'm saying? But that's tough, huh? I don't like that story.
Oh,
I should be the judge because I think I'm fair and just.
Pillory?
Pillory, a ding dong pillory,
Yes.
but built like a dunk tank. And you pay a few bucks, and if you miss, the money then goes to help animals
Oh.
that have nothing to do with him. But I like saving animals.
So ding dong dunk tank.
The ding dong
pillory.
dunk tank.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, there you go.
But that does suck, like in the worst way. That is a terrible, terrible story. You guys can call us 877-77-Bobby. Let me grab a call from Corey real quick. By the way, 877-77-BOBBY. That's our number. Hey, Corey, you're on.
Hey, morning, Bobby. Morning, studio.
Morning.
Hey, this is Officer Corey. I called a while back, but I was calling Bobby. Do you know Kicks 104 is promoting someone else as the biggest Razorback fan in country music?
Well, I have
Not
no
your
problem
name?
with that. I would say there's a
Okay.
lot of us. Joe Nichols, Justin Moore,
Yeah.
myself, John Daly. Like, there's a group of us that just love the Hogs, and I don't think any of us would be offended if one of the other ones was like, this is the guy today. Is it one of those four? Because any other four I'm offended.
Yeah, no, it's Justin Moore, which, I mean, I kind of get because in a song he does with Brantley Gilbert, he sneaks in a suey at the end of it. But whenever we think Razorback fans in country, we think of you.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I will never slander Justin. I used to use his season tickets before I had money.
That's right.
And I would call him and be like, hey, man, can I use your tickets if you're not going to the game? And he'd be like, sure can. Justin Moore and I played in the same conference in high school. He went to Poen. We played them in football last week. Poen.
Who won?
I mean, yeah, Arkansas Keith
Yeah,
texted me.
he'll
Hold
know.
on. Hold on. Arkansas Keith
This is
texted me.
important.
No, I will never slander Justin Moore. I love Justin Moore as a person and as an artist. Let's see.
And as a Razorback.
Oh, yeah. And a real fan doesn't have to, like, justify where he is on a
Right.
ranking scale. Here we go. We're now playing 11-man football again at my high school, Mountain Pine, because
Oh,
we were
good.
doing 8-man because we didn't have enough people that went to the school. 11-man football is back. Poen 12, Mountain Pine 0 at halftime. Oh, I never got a final.
Oh, halftime.
Halftime?
They could have come
We
back.
got to get Arkansas Keith on the phone, Raymundo. He did not. How does he only give me a halftime score? Can we call him, see if he'll answer?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be back. The Daily Mail put out the story about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's contract they have.
Oh, what?
Well, let me read you the story.
What?
It's stupid.
Come again?
It's a stupid story. When Taylor and Travis confirmed they were dating, the singer's fans were convinced she had found the one. In fact, it's a love story that could actually be a Hollywood movie, the story says. The pop star, they fell in love. We watched. But tonight, Mr. Kelce's representatives were forced to deny that they have plans to split later this month after a document written on the headed paper of his U.S. PR company was spread online.
Oh.
The paperwork, which appears to have been created by Los Angeles-based firm Full Scope, reveals a strategy to make their split and on the date of September 28th. It also outlines a supposed plan to release an official statement at the end of the month, 3 days post-breakup, to allow the initial media frenzy to settle and ensure clarity.
Oh.
Here's the thing. Two things. One, there's no way this is real, right?
Oh, are you sure?
Oh, you sure?
I'm not sure of anything in life.
Exactly.
It
But
just doesn't seem real.
99.9%, this is not real. I would just bet my life on it.
Interesting.
Two, if it were real, they're now not going to break up on this date because it's out there.
Correct.
Right.
They have
So-
to alter it.
So then anyone that believes in this conspiracy of this letter still will believe in it for a while because they're like, well, they just haven't broken up because they got to move the date back. When in reality, there was no contract.
This is what I think.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It's real.
It is
One,
real.
What's real?
this story.
No. You don't get to say this
What do you mean?
because you fought so long about the relationship being real.
No,
They did.
I'm not saying it's fake. I'm saying that this story about their breakup announcement is real. They're already broken up.
Wait, so you're saying
Well,
okay?
obviously, if the story's real,
Okay.
they're already broken up.
Yeah, so they've
So
already
my mind
broken
went
up.
somewhere else from the very start. Then let me rephrase where my mind went.
Okay.
That by reading this story, it seemed to me that we're trying to suggest that the whole thing was a setup.
Right, and that's
Oh.
not what I believe.
Okay,
yeah.
so we just believe different infancy versions of the story.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so in my mind, I read, and my mind just made a lot of it up because there's a contract, that the whole thing was contractual. Because we had heard like Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, contractual from the beginning.
Oh,
He-
you went that way.
He
Wow.
auditioned girlfriends.
100%.
Dang.
With, and this isn't. I do not think this is true about Taylor at all. Taylor was trying to find a boyfriend. Taylor doesn't need the PR. She doesn't need. She's the one person that doesn't need it. So, my mind went there, which is why I thought the whole thing was fake. My mind's telling me no, but I don't think it's real in any way. That's my official statement on it. Amy,
Yeah, so I think their relationship is real, and I think that the leak is fake. But if it is real, then yeah, they've already broken up, and then they
well,
have
you're playing both sides of the fence.
Yeah, you can't
yeah,
whittle
you gotta
waddle.
pick one.
I need you
gotta
to
pick
commit,
one.
politician.
They're real, and the letter's fake.
I like it.
Interesting.
That's where I am.
Okay.
That's where I am.
Mm-hmm.
It's real.
Not
the letter's
entirely,
fake.
but okay.
No, I am. I'm saying that letter was convincing me that the conspiracy was they were never together. But I believe they have been together, and I believe that letter's fake.
Okay. All right.
So same? We samesies?
We're samesies.
Okay. Eddie.
The letter is real. Okay? It was going to be the announcement of their real breakup. So they were together. They lived a really good life. They dated each other. It was great. It was all real. Now they broke up. I would say they broke up probably a couple weeks ago. And they're like, we need to figure out how we're going to announce this. So they got Travis Kelce's team on it. This is how we're going to do it. This is the date that we're going to do it.
And they
it
left
got
the paper.
leaked.
They left the paper on a desk.
It got leaked, man. It happens.
Okay. Lunchbox.
They have never been real from the beginning. I've told you that. It was a setup from the get-go. This proves it. His agent.
It doesn't prove it. This proves nothing.
His agent has been involved in set up relationships before and admitted that. And so,
Is that true? I do not know
Yeah,
that.
which
I don't
ones?
know that.
If that's true, can you tell us in the post
Name
show?
'em.
You don't have to
Yeah,
do it now
Well,
because I don't want to
it-
put it on. But in the post show, tell us that story
I will.
if true.
I am just telling you this has been fake from the beginning, and now that interns sort of like albums get leaked. Someone in the office is like, you know what, I'm tired of this getting so much. Oh, they're the perfect couple. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out here, and boom. Now we all know it's fake, but I guarantee you now Taylor will be at the game tomorrow night.
We don't all know. It's a.
I guarantee you.
Hey Morgan, like, last thought in theory.
Oh, I think their relationship was real and this is fake. The document that I saw, anybody could have typed
Yes,
that up.
anybody.
This isn't like on a letterhead. This isn't official. This isn't a statement of the president. Like this literally looks like something I could have wrote on Word.
I'm so sure that it's wrong. I'm going all the way back.
All the way back.
Back.
How far back?
December.
To Taylor's first song.
Oh.
Tim McGraw.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
far
right.
2006.
Around. Who knows? I'm gonna play it because there's one thing I believe in. It's Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Travis, man, but Taylor for sure. All right.